getting ready to go green here at Martinsville. Nick Mace, Luke Martin, that's the front row. The Mace Enterprises cars swept the front row. Green flag is out here at Martinsville. We are green. Alrighty, we'd have our first wreck of the day, and as has been told for this season, we have not had any cautions on for the short tracks this season since Savannah, so that means Dylan Young will not have a caution for that. Look at this guy running in the second position. That is Noah Hart in the 47. He has not had much of the best this season. He's not even in the top 20 in points, but he's right in behind his best friend, Nick Mace. Nick Mace trying to cap off and win his first SCS race of the season. Sean Galligan, he started on the front row. He's already dropped all the way back to 11th position. He had a good outing out at that Baxley, but here he's been kicked up the high side. His door's been beaten off on the left side and the right. So Galligan is kind of struggling here, but he's kind of falling back. Another guy that is kind of fallen back since the start of the race, Luke Martin. He's down to 8th position. Started on the outside of the front row. But Martin, he's kind of been beaten off the wall and everything, just like everyone else. It's hard to get away here at Martinsville and not hit the wall. He goes by Richard Johnson for the 7th position. Since his win at Baxley, that really upped his game up. He jumped inside the top 10 of the points. He is now up into 6th in the points, getting his 7th career win out at Baxley. Good to see Luke Martin getting his first win since 4 seasons ago. He runs right now in 7th position. Another race that Charles Sanford is not really doing well at all. He's in 15th. He just went by for the 14th position on DJ Curtis when Curtis messed up and hit the wall. But oh boy, Curtis got a lot of it that time. But Sanford, he lost his point lead to Ian Dutta last race, and with Charles Sanford running outside the top 10, but in a points-paying position. If you run in between 11th and 20th place in the spot, you do get points, but you only get 20 or less points, and that's not enough when you got your rivals running up in the top 5 that's looking to try and score 50 points. That's a 30-point gap. By lap number 17, Jacob Hart, he got it word that he ran over some debris. He got his tire got cut down. And now the number 19 Dodge Charger is coming in to take off the tires and get a fresh set. Tough luck for Jacob Hart. James Solarfox would show us easily how the bumper run is used at Martinsville. Right there, pushes Johnson up the racetrack out of the groove and up into the wall. Nothing intentional by Solarfox, but that's just how the bumper run goes here at Martinsville in NR 2003. Many others would report some tire failure after hitting the wall because the tire wear is really bad at Martinsville with the Bank King here. Jacob Anthony and DJ Curtis, who have really slapped the wall here just like Jacob Hart has came on in to fix their damage. Our points leader for today, Ian Dutta would spin out right here. He was running in the 5th position. He was just coming off turns number 2, and he just lost it off turns number 2. And that's going to allow Charles Sanford, the number 9, to pass him there. So that's some points losing there. And now Dutta comes on in to fix the damage. Well, Dutta pitted and fixed the damage there. He is only 1 lap down, though. He's in 19th position, or 2 laps down right there. But he should be able to get some points, salvage at least 2 or 4 points at least this race. Can't afford to lose much points. Charles Sanford, the number 9, has gotten himself back into the top 10 and probably going to take the points lead here. I gotta say something. The 3 guys behind Nick Mace, Noah Hart and Raymond Fisher, they are hanging in with him. Nick Mace is really looking for that win right there, that 13th career victory if he can. He got his 12th career victory. Actually, no. His 10th career victory came at Las Vegas. His 11th came at Indianapolis, and so Indianapolis was his last victory. He's going for his 12th career victory. Noah Hart's just going for his 2nd. It's been since season 3. He's actually won a race. Raymond Fisher won last season out at Bearfield. Noah Hart's luck with winning with the leaders would end right here as he spanked the wall off turns number 2. It's going to allow Raymond Fisher to pounce for 2nd spot, but Noah Hart should be able to continue on. Daniel Day, another one to fall victim with too much damage on the racetrack and having to pit. Daniel Day, he was running somewhere in the top 15. He now has to pit for damage. Well, this hit on the wall for Noah Hart right here would end it for him. He's got too much damage now. 47 crew calling him to pit road for the damage. He was running in the top 2 for the whole race until 2 laps ago when he hit the wall. Dropped to 4th place, hit the wall again, and now he's got to pit for it. By lap number 42, the waiting from Raymond Fisher has paid off. Nick Mace slapped the wall, and Raymond Fisher went to the inside. He's going to go to the inside, and new leader off turns number 4 is going to be Fisher, new leader. Charles Sanford, another one of those guys that smacked the wall a little too hard and had to pit. Charles Sanford came in this race second in the points, not knowing who's going to come out of here with the points lead because our championship contenders keep having damage and having to pit. Give a hand to Jonathan Skabnicki. He runs right now the last car on the lead lap, and he has failed to qualify most of the races this season. He's only qualified for one race, that was Bearfield. This one is the second race ever this season. Runs last car on the lead lap, and with him running right there in the 10th position, give a round of applause to Skabnicki for getting himself a top 10 running right now with his underfunded crew. Richard Johnson would be another one that would fall victim to the wall off turns number 2. Richard Johnson would pit for damage. Boy, this race is becoming all about survival, really. And if not hitting the wall is the only way to really try and win this race, I guess. Nick Mace takes the lead there. This race has been really weird. Ian Dutta spun off turns number 2 for just losing it there. And he had to pit for the damage and everything. Noah Hart also had to come in and pit for damage. So did Brandon McCourt. So did James Silverfox. They are running right there in 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th position. You can tell Nick Mace and Raymond Fisher are trying their hardest not to hit the wall. You see how loose they get trying to miss the wall? Trying to make sure that their cars don't get any more damage than what they are. They have to have some sort of reason to have to pit. So, Fisher takes the lead from Mace. I don't know if this is scheduled or not, but they're saying Raymond Fisher is being called to the pits. Yeah, Raymond Fisher, he's coming in. He may be having a scheduled pit stop here. No, for some reason, they're repairing the damage and not even taking tires. So I guess they're calling Fisher in because of the damage. Our first really big incident of the day, the second big incident of the day, Richard Johnson got turned by Jacob Hart. He slid back up the track, and Daniel Day kind of freaked out there, hit him on the door. Another car that flipped on a short track. That's the second week in a row. But Daniel Day and Richard Johnson, their days are done. I have no idea what Daniel Day and Richard Johnson are doing. They're really laying down a lot of oil for everyone to try and get by. And here comes a bunch of other cars. Oh boy, Jacob Hart sideswiped the 29 up into the 2 car. Oh boy, Dutta, who was the point leader coming in this race, he got involved in that little mix-up. But oh boy, the 41, more cars coming there. And I think they're going to get out of the way. But Daniel Day is still staying out. What is he doing? Sean Galligan, who was running in the top 4, he now goes a lap down there. Daniel Day is still... Daniel Day, you fucking idiot. Daniel Day just really is messing up everyone on the field, and the officials are really not happy with Day. And that is another car right there. That's Luke Martin, and he kind of held up Nick Mace there, and has allowed Eric Burton's second place car to kind of catch Nick Mace now. We're hearing the black flag is on Daniel Day, and he finally brings it in after staying out a few laps there. Daniel Day being notioned that he is bringing it into the pit road, and they are parking the number 2 for the day, and it doesn't even look like the 2 can even be repaired, but the SCS officials and ARCSOA are parking the 2 of Daniel Day and are seriously not happy with him. Poor luck Galligan. He was running in the top 5 with everyone's mishaps, and then Daniel Day had to screw it up there. He drops all the way down to 21st. It looks like he might not even get points this race. Another retiree would happen right here with Raymond Fisher a lap down, 2 laps down, as a matter of fact, got turned by the lead lap car, Jeffrey Finn guy, and Fisher, who was running 6th place at the time, he got turned down the racetrack, and Raymond Fisher is going to be retire out of the race because of that damage there. The SCS officials and ARCSOA are calling this race. It's not going to be a 125 lap race like it's saying it is. It's going to be a 100 lap race. Just to put it out of its misery, because Martinsville is really being crazy this race. Only 2 cars are left on the lead lap. Everyone that is a lap down from 3rd all the way down to 18th is a lap down only because they had to come in for damage from sliding up and hitting the wall there. coming around to 2 to go. I know it says 125, but this is the first time ever since Savannah in season number 7 from the ARCSOA Elite Series that we have ever called a race early. And that was for rain. The last time we only called it early was back in season 2 at Savannah, which was the last time we had that problem there. But the white flag is out for Nick Mace. And the number 48 Chevrolet, he's trying to capitalize his 12th career victory here today. Him and Eric Burton was the only one to survive here at Martinsville, but coming off turns number 4, he wins here at Martinsville for round number 12. Nick Mace and Eric Burton was the only guys to really have to stay out on the racetrack. Even after hitting the wall, their chassis were hard enough where they did not have to come in because of the chassis bouncing out of place. Nick Mace, Eric Burton, the top 2, deserved this one today. Noah Hart, who was running second for the first half of the race, most of the first half of the race, he ended up running second, and Nick Mace most of the time until he had to pit. Brandon McGuirt, the FBR team, finishes 3rd and 4th, with Brandon McGuirt in 4th, his best finish in a long time since season 7. Ian Dutta finishes 12 in the 5th position. That'll be good for him to move up a little bit more in the points. Luke Martin, that's going to be a big game for him in the points as well. 6th, 7th for Charles Sanford, 8th for James Sorofox, 9th for Trent Togger, and 10th for Eugene Max. Jacob Hart, the Busch Series champion, he gets 11th after being the first guy to have to pit on the stand of everyone having to pit for damage. Jonathan Skabnick, he did a real good job. You got to give him credit. And with his Class C equipment, he got 12th for this race. Really good effort by Jonathan Skabnicki. Then there's Jeffrey Finguy, who was up front in the top 5 most of the race. He got 13th. William Duncan 14th. Jackson Williams 15th. Dylan Young 16th. DJ Curtis gets 16th or 17th. And Jacob Anthony gets 18th. Alex Allen gets 19th, and the guy we didn't think that was actually gonna finish in the points paying position for the most part of this race, he finishes 11 laps down, Sean Galligan in the 20th position.